Hello guys, I just do my daily warm-up here, and I thought in this video I'll show you a nice little technique you can use for getting some really cool event details. So essentially, first I'm going to go ahead and create a little place for it, and what's cool about this detail is that it really can go anywhere. Alright, let's say I create this. Alright, so here's how it works, guys. You can do this with Blender or the programs as well. So I'll select this right here, for example. I'm going to go ahead and inset a bit to create the outer loop. So here's what you do. You go ahead and you kind of extrude inwards and you kind of scale in. Maybe make it planar here. So I use the make planar option, kind of just averages it out. And I'm kind of move it back in here. Right, so you kind of get this right here. Let me also turn on, in 3ds Max we have something called Model Assist, just make things look a little bit better here. Alright, so you've got this right there. You make this smaller here. So what you want to do is you can go ahead and use all this looping topology to create a nice little grading effect. And so what you essentially do is you select this, you go ahead and you add a bunch of segments here, however much you want, like that. Right? And I'm also going to go ahead and grow this out here. We'll go ahead and attach this. Right, let's say I make this a different color just to differentiate it. Alright, so what you do now, guys, is that you select all this and you go ahead and, for example, chamfer it. Make sure it's set to open. What that will do is it'll actually make them separate objects here. Alright, then you can go ahead, for example, do a little bit of a shell. Outer or inner. Maybe a little bit of both. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that. And right away, guys, you get this really cool grading effect here. And you can even make other little additions here. So for example, you can select the inner or outer portion. Let's say something like that. Loop that. Hold Control, convert to vertex. And let's say I push it out. Or actually, maybe not push in this case. Maybe we'll go ahead and maybe move a little bit. So that kind of helps you to modulate it. So I hope you guys see the potential of a technique like this to create really cool effects. You can also, of course, insert loops. Let's insert some loops here. And then on top of shell, we can select those poly loops. We can, for example, extrude. And that creates a really cool effect as well. For the inside, we can, for example, detach that. And then make this maybe a different type of detail, maybe make this a circular detail. Okay, so just like that, I just want to show this really cool detail that you can use to create some nice little vent effects and things like that. Let me show another example here in the middle. So here we've got this thing happening here. So I'll go ahead and first I'll bridge this. All right, so once again, you're going to go ahead and extrude this and scale it. All right, I'll go ahead and convert to face and then detach that. I'm going to go ahead and insert loops through here. Oh, here's another cool thing you can do, guys, for additional details. Let's say I will turbo smooth this. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this and re-loop this. All right, so I also delete, let's say, the left half just to make it easier to work with here. So here's a cool thing, guys. We can select, for example, this. Turn on edge constraints, move it up. That'll give a little bit of nice little angularity here, right, for even extra detail. Or I can, for example, just insert a loop through here. All right, so I can select this and then move it up for a little bit of nice little angularity here. And on the bottom. And so what that will do, guys, is if I now go ahead and chamfer it and open. You can see it adds a nice little bit of extra angles here and details. You can also do things like insert a loop here, and for example, subtract a part of it. For example, I can subtract, let's say this. And as you can see, that adds a cool effect as well. So guys, just a number of little cool things you can do. I think it's a very easy effect you can do. And as long as you don't overuse it, I just want to show you how you can do something like that as well. And then go back to this object and have something happening around here to support this detail. And that could be something as simple as maybe just an extrusion over here. Just kind of like a, you know, a nice little border around the detail that supports it. You want to have your details kind of support each other. So as you guys can see, it's just fun to do daily warm-ups here and just to play around with nice designs here. Alright, but I'm getting carried away, guys. Thank you for watching and take care.